Why do pilots avoid the Bermuda Triangle like it's cursed? From unexplained disappearances to strange magnetic anomalies, here's what the aviation industry doesn't want you to know. Picture this: a vast stretch of ocean spanning from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, forming an almost perfect triangle. Sounds peaceful, doesn't it? And yet, this patch of the Atlantic has a reputation that's anything but serene. Known as the Bermuda Triangle, this region has become infamous for the countless tales of planes and ships that have vanished without a trace. Over 1,000 incidents have been reported in this area, fueling a legacy of mystery, fear, and endless speculation. But how does such a modern enigma persist in a world where technology can locate nearly anything? How can a plane or an entire ship simply disappear, leaving no evidence behind? One of the most chilling accounts happened back in 1945, involving a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers known as Flight 19. It was supposed to be a routine training mission, yet all 5 planes disappeared somewhere over the triangle, and not a single wreckage piece was ever found. The rescue plane sent to search for them? That vanished too. And let's not forget the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship carrying 309 men, which disappeared in 1918 without sending a distress signal. To this day, its fate remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of naval history. Stories like these have cemented the Bermuda Triangle in our collective imagination as a place where the rules of reality seem to bend. Curiously, the name Bermuda Triangle wasn't even coined until the 1960s, when a writer named Vincent Gaddis popularized it in a magazine article. But here's the kicker: the triangle had been feared long before it had an official name. Sailors from centuries past would whisper tales of strange compass malfunctions and ghostly waters that seemed to swallow vessels whole. So, is the Bermuda Triangle really a unique hotspot for unexplained disappearances? Or are these stories just a mix of bad weather, human error, and a pinch of superstition? It's no wonder that this corner of the ocean has captivated the minds of scientists, explorers, and conspiracy theorists alike. But as we dig deeper into the facts, the legends, and the science, one thing becomes clear: the Bermuda Triangle is a mystery that continues to demand answers. Let us know in the comments. What do you think? A natural phenomenon or something more? Stay with us as we explore the science, theories, and truths behind this puzzling region. Let's break down the mystery with science. Could the strange phenomena of the Bermuda Triangle simply be the result of forces we don't fully understand? Yet, for starters, there's the issue of magnetic anomalies. Pilots and sailors have long reported that compasses behave oddly when passing through this region. In fact, the Bermuda Triangle is one of only a few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north align, which can throw off navigation instruments. Imagine being a pilot, gliding high above the Atlantic, only to realize your compass is spinning wildly. Without clear guidance, it's easy to see how even the smallest mistake could lead to disaster. And then there's the weather. The Bermuda Triangle sits in the heart of hurricane territory, and the area is notorious for sudden, violent storms that appear out of nowhere. These storms can be so localized that a plane or ship might enter calm conditions one moment, only to be pummeled by raging winds and waves the next. Microbursts, rapid, intense downdrafts, can cause airplanes to lose lift in an instant, plunging them into the ocean. The waters themselves are no less dangerous. Rogue waves, some towering over 100 feet, have been documented in this region, capable of swallowing even the largest ships in mere moments. But perhaps the most intriguing theory involves methane hydrates, a natural gas trapped under the ocean floor. When these deposits suddenly erupt, They create massive bubbles that can decrease the water's density. A ship caught in one of these bubbles would lose buoyancy and sink almost instantly. For planes flying low over the area, the release of methane could disrupt engines, leading to catastrophic failure. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? That the ocean itself might be capable of pulling vessels into its depths without warning. Could these natural phenomena alone explain the hundreds of disappearances reported in the Bermuda Triangle? After all, pilots have noted that instruments fail here 20% more often than in other regions, a staggering statistic. But is it just a coincidence, or is there something uniquely treacherous about this part of the world? It's a lot to consider, isn't it? Let us know what you think. Is science enough to explain the enigma, or is there still more to uncover? Stick around, because next, we'll dive into the wild theories and conspiracies surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. Trust us, you don't want to miss this. Let's shift gears and look at how aviation professionals handle the Bermuda Triangle today. The question is, are planes truly avoiding it, or is that just a myth? While it's not an official no-fly zone, most commercial airlines don't chart direct routes through the area. Why? Air traffic control routes naturally divert planes around the triangle simply because major hubs like Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico are situated at its edges. So, in many cases, avoiding the region is less about fear and more about practical navigation. Still, the mystique surrounding the triangle plays a significant role in modern aviation protocols. Consider this. Insurance companies are notoriously cautious when it comes to the Bermuda Triangle. Even today, ships and planes traveling through the area often face higher premiums. It's not because insurers believe in sea monsters or alien abductions. It's because of the triangle's long-standing reputation for unpredictability. This stigma means a potential incident in the region carries higher financial and reputational risks. Airlines aren't eager to gamble with that, especially when alternative routes are readily available. Would you want your pilot to gamble with a shortcut through one of the most unpredictable zones on Earth? Then, there are the practical concerns for aircraft safety. The triangle is infamous for sudden weather changes that can affect fuel economy and disrupt critical systems. Pilots have to account for these unpredictable conditions, which could require emergency reroutes or extra fuel reserves. For example, flying through a microburst can strain an aircraft's equipment and cause dangerous turbulence. Even the slightest miscalculation in such an environment could snowball into a critical failure. All of this adds up to one conclusion. While pilots may not officially avoid the Bermuda Triangle out of fear, the combination of its risky weather patterns, unpredictable navigation conditions, and financial liabilities makes it a region most would prefer to bypass. And honestly, who could blame them? The stakes are simply too high when there are safer, more reliable paths to follow. So, what do you think? Would you feel comfortable flying through the Bermuda Triangle, knowing all of this? Share your thoughts below, and stick around. Next, we'll explore the wildest theories that try to explain what's really going on in this mysterious patch of ocean. It's about to get even more fascinating. When faced with mysteries as baffling as the Bermuda Triangle, it's no surprise that our imaginations run wild. Over the years, countless theories have emerged, some grounded in science, others veering far into the supernatural. Let's start with one of the most popular, aliens. Yes, many believe extraterrestrials might be responsible for the strange disappearances in the Triangle. The idea is that UFOs use the region as a hotspot for abducting humans or testing advanced technology. Sounds thrilling, doesn't it? But without any hard evidence, no alien wreckage, no intercepted signals, this theory feels more like a sci-fi movie plot than reality. Then there's the legend of Atlantis, the mythical sunken city, supposedly, brimming with advanced technology. Some theorists claim this technology, buried beneath the waves of the Bermuda Triangle, could interfere with planes and ships. Could Atlantean energy beams be pulling vessels into the depths? As fascinating as it sounds, there's zero historical or geological evidence to suggest Atlantis even existed, let alone in the Triangle. But hey, it's a fun thought experiment, right? And what about time warps? This one's truly mind-bending. There are stories of planes flying through the Triangle and arriving at their destinations hours earlier or later than expected, as if they passed through some kind of temporal distortion. While these tales make for gripping headlines, they can often be traced back to pilot miscalculations, irregular weather patterns, or equipment malfunctions rather than actual rips in the fabric of time. So, are we too quick to blame the supernatural when something doesn't make sense? It's worth noting that the majority of Bermuda Triangle incidents occurred before radar and GPS technology became standard. Without these tools, human error and natural disasters were far more likely to lead to catastrophic outcomes. Hurricanes, rogue waves, and even navigational confusion due to magnetic anomalies could easily explain many of the disappearances attributed to the Triangle. When we strip away the myths and examine the data, the Bermuda Triangle starts to seem less like a portal to another dimension and more like an area where dangerous environmental factors collide with human fallibility. But the allure of the unexplained remains. After all, who doesn't love a good mystery? Let us know. Do you think the Triangle is all science, all myth, or a mix of both? Whatever your answer, the search for the truth continues. Let's step into the shoes of those who've lived to tell the tale. First-hand accounts from pilots and sailors who've ventured through the Bermuda Triangle add a layer of chilling credibility to its mystique. Take, for instance, the story of Bruce Jernan, a seasoned pilot flying from the Bahamas to Florida in 1970. According to Jernan, his plane was suddenly surrounded by a strange, swirling cloud that formed a tunnel around him. As he flew through it, his instruments went haywire, and his plane seemed to accelerate unnaturally. When he emerged, he found himself 100 miles ahead of schedule, as if he had skipped through time. No explanation has ever fully accounted for his bizarre experience, but his account is one of the most famous in Triangle lore. Then there are stories from sailors who've faced equally strange phenomena. In one case, a ship lost all radio contact for several hours while traveling through the Triangle. The crew described an eerie silence, with compasses spinning and no clear sense of direction. Yet, just as suddenly as the chaos began, everything returned to normal, and they reached their destination unharmed. What caused the disruption? No one knows, but tales like these have left sailors wary of the Triangle's unpredictable nature. Survivors often talk about an overwhelming sense of unease or even disorientation while traveling through the area. Many describe feeling as though something was watching them, or that the environment itself was somehow off. And then there are the glowing lights. Some pilots and sailors have reported seeing mysterious, shimmering lights beneath their aircraft or in the water below. While these could easily be natural phenomena like bioluminescent organisms or electrical discharges, they add an undeniable air of suspense to the Triangle's legend. What would you do if you suddenly lost all sense of direction mid-flight or felt an inexplicable force pulling you off course? These stories leave us grappling with that question, walking the fine line between fear and fascination. They also serve as a reminder that no matter how much we learn about the Bermuda Triangle, there's always more to uncover. If you've heard of other first-hand accounts, share them in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. Next, we'll wrap up our journey by reflecting on what all of these elements, myths, science, and personal experiences, mean for the enduring mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Stay with us. The conclusion will tie it all together. The Bermuda Triangle isn't just a region of the Atlantic. It's a cultural phenomenon. Its reputation as a mysterious, treacherous place has been shaped as much by media and pop culture as by the unexplained incidents themselves. Hollywood, in particular, has played a massive role in transforming this area into a larger-than-life legend. From blockbuster films to documentaries filled with ominous music and dramatic reenactments, the entertainment industry has fed our collective fascination. Think about it. How many movies have depicted planes vanishing mid-air or ships swallowed by giant waves, all with the Bermuda Triangle as the backdrop? These portrayals blur the line between fact and fiction, adding layers of intrigue to an already puzzling story. Books, too, have done their part in cementing the triangle's mystique. Charles Berlitz's The Bermuda Triangle became an international sensation in 1974, introducing millions to the idea that this area might harbor secrets beyond human understanding. Berlitz leaned heavily on the supernatural, tying the disappearances to ideas like alien abductions, Atlantis, and even interdimensional travel. While critics debunked many of his claims, his book sparked a wave of public curiosity that hasn't waned since. It also inspired countless other writers to build on the legend, creating a feedback loop of mystery and speculation. And, of course, where there's mystery, conspiracy theories aren't far behind. Over the years, the Bermuda Triangle has been linked to nearly every unexplained phenomenon you can think of. Area 51, secret government experiments, and even ancient extraterrestrial technologies. These theories often build on each other, creating a web of speculation that's almost impossible to untangle. But here's the twist. Despite all the hype, the Bermuda Triangle isn't officially recognized as a danger zone by aviation or maritime authorities. Commercial flights and cargo ships pass through the area every day without incident. So, is the mystery real? Or is it just a case of Hollywood magic and a few well-timed books? Has pop culture made the Bermuda Triangle larger than life? Absolutely. But it's also what keeps the mystery alive in our imaginations. Without the films, books, and conspiracy theories, the Triangle might just be another patch of ocean. What do you think? Does the media fuel our fascination with the unknown? Or is there still more to this story? Let us know in the comments. And don't go anywhere, because we're about to bring everything together in a thought-provoking conclusion. So, what do the experts have to say about the Bermuda Triangle? As it turns out, the scientific and aviation communities largely agree. The mystery may not be much of a mystery at all. For starters, data shows that planes and ships don't crash more frequently here than in any other heavily traveled region of the ocean. The Bermuda Triangle sees a tremendous amount of traffic, with thousands of flights and voyages passing through annually. Statistically speaking, the number of accidents in the Triangle is proportional to the amount of activity. In other words, it's no deadlier than any other part of the world's oceans. It just has a much scarier reputation. Advances in technology have also played a huge role in debunking the myths. GPS and modern navigation systems have drastically reduced the risk of pilots or captains losing their way. Weather forecasting has become so precise that sudden storms or rogue waves are far less likely to catch travelers off guard. Remember those magnetic anomalies that used to throw compasses into chaos? Today's instruments are far more reliable and immune to such disruptions. Experts say that many of the accidents attributed to the Triangle in the past could easily have been avoided if modern technology had been available. The final verdict? Most scientists and aviation experts believe the Bermuda Triangle's reputation is rooted more in myth and sensationalism than reality. It's not some supernatural hotspot or time-bending portal. It's simply an area with heavy traffic, occasional bad weather, and a few tragic stories that have been blown wildly out of proportion. But here's the million-dollar question. If science has the answers, why does the Bermuda Triangle still hold our imagination hostage? Maybe it's because we love a good mystery. Or perhaps it's because, no matter how advanced our technology becomes, the ocean will always have an air of the unknown. The triangle symbolizes something deeper, humanity's eternal fascination with the unexplained. So, while experts have largely closed the case, the Bermuda Triangle remains a reminder that some legends are too captivating to let go. What about you? Do you trust the science, or do you think there's still more to this story? Let us know, and stick around as we bring all of these pieces together in the final conclusion. As we look to the future, one question looms. Will advancements in technology and science finally solve the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle for good? With satellite mapping and deep-sea exploration, we're now able to uncover secrets of the ocean that were once unreachable. Imagine sending autonomous underwater drones into the depths of the triangle, scanning for wreckage from planes like Flight 19 or ships like the USS Cyclops. Physical evidence could provide invaluable insight into what really happened, potentially rewriting the triangle's narrative forever. But even with this incredible technology, the ocean is vast and unforgiving. How much could we truly uncover? Meanwhile, AI is revolutionizing aviation and maritime navigation. Smarter systems are already helping pilots and captains make better decisions, mitigating human error, the leading cause of most accidents, even in the Bermuda Triangle. With AI, there's less chance of misreading instruments, straying off course, or being caught unprepared by sudden weather changes. Imagine a future where planes and ships can navigate the most treacherous conditions with pinpoint precision, reducing incidents in areas like the Triangle to nearly zero. It's exciting to think about, but will technology alone be enough to erase the mystique of this infamous region? And that's the real question, isn't it? Even if science and technology explain away every anomaly, will the Bermuda Triangle ever lose its grip on our imaginations? Human beings are drawn to the unknown. It's why we explore, invent, and theorize. The Triangle is more than a geographical location. It's a symbol of that curiosity, a reminder that some mysteries keep us asking questions long after they've been solved. Despite all our advancements, here's a sobering thought. The Bermuda Triangle still claims an average of 4 aircraft or ships each year. Whether it's due to natural causes or sheer coincidence, the Triangle continues to leave its mark, ensuring the legend will live on. So even if we close the book on this chapter, the search for the next great enigma is sure to begin. What do you think? Is the Bermuda Triangle's future destined to be written in data and evidence, or will it remain a place of endless speculation? Saida Maitort, we wrap up. Let's reflect on what the Triangle really represents. The intersection of science, myth, and our unrelenting need to explore the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep diving into the mysteries of our world. And who knows, maybe one day we'll unlock the secrets of the Bermuda Triangle or find a new mystery that's even more captivating. Until next time, the Bermuda Triangle has fascinated and perplexed us for decades, blending science, myth, and imagination into one enduring enigma. We've explored theories ranging from magnetic anomalies to rogue waves, from time warps to extraterrestrial interference. We've heard chilling first-hand accounts and examined the role of pop culture in amplifying its mystique. Experts have weighed in, debunking the myths and showing us that, statistically, the triangle is no more dangerous than any other busy stretch of ocean. And yet, the mystery persists. Why? Perhaps it's because the Bermuda Triangle is more than just a geographic location. It's a symbol of the unknown. It reminds us that no matter how far technology advances or how much science explains, there are still corners of the world that defy easy answers. It's not really about whether planes disappear more often there or whether strange lights glow beneath the waves. It's about the stories, the what-ifs, the sense of wonder that keeps us looking to the horizon and asking, what else is out there? So, is the Bermuda Triangle just another stretch of ocean, or proof that we'll always fear what we can't explain? That's a question only you can answer. But one thing is certain. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle endures because it speaks to something universal, the thrill of a mystery, and the hope of one day solving it. In the end, perhaps the Bermuda Triangle isn't about the ocean at all. Perhaps it's about us, our endless curiosity, our fascination with the unknown, and our drive to keep exploring, even when the answers seem just out of reach. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the world's most captivating mysteries. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep chasing the questions that inspire you.